Cyndi's mother, Janet, joined us. "I'm circling the room to make sure I don't miss anyone," she said. "How can I ever thank you for what you're doing for Cyndi?"
"You must be one proud mom,"
Shevlin said. "Oh, I certainly am," Mrs. Blaskowitz said, beaming. She dabbed at her eyes with a tissue. "I'm sorry," she said through her smile. "I'm such a waterworks tonight."
"Were you surprised she was chosen?"
"Not really. I don't mean to sound immodest, but I knew she'd make good from the time she was 3, picking out songs on our old upright and making me play my old country tapes by Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline over and over and over again. Even though I loved their albums, I thought I'd go mad if I heard them one more time. But look where it's led."
Shevlin laughed. "Just make sure we get a copy of her first platinum CD to display in City Hall."
"You can be sure of that," she said, the joyous smile seemingly permanently affixed on her face. Janet Blaskowitz and her 4 daughters had lived in Cabot Cove all their lives. They'd had a tough time making ends meet after Janet's husband died. Gabe Blaskowitz had been a private pilot who ferried sport fishermen into remote areas of the backwoods between the United States and Canada. His 60-year-old float plane had gone down when the wingtip caught on a stone outcropping as he tried a tricky landing on a lake without a name. The wealthy angler who had offered to double the fee if Blaskowitz would agree to fly out that windy day had perished as well. Cyndi, the oldest of the 4 girls, had been just 11 at the time. With little money saved and no life insurance, Blaskowitz had left the responsibility to care for his family solely on his wife's shoulders. Janet had done an admirable job of raising the girls while holding down 2 full-time jobs. Her daughters were well-mannered, intelligent young women with sunny dispositions, despite the hardships they'd endured. Cyndi possessed those attributes, but she also had been born with musical talent, loads of it. She played piano and guitar and had a lovely singing voice that was at once lilting and earthy. She'd won the lead in our high school musicals for the past 3 years, and those in attendance never failed to comment on her professionalism, the sort of poise and talent that might one day help her achieve success in show business. She also wrote country and western songs, some of which she'd performed this evening. Her lyrics were mature for someone so young, speaking to heartbreak and strife, as well as to soaring spirits and overcoming adversity. An impressive musical package. "She must be thrilled about going to Nashville," I said. "She tries not to show it," said her mother, "but I know inside she's bursting with excitement. What you and the others in the CCC have done over the years for young people like Cyndi is so wonderful, Jessica. All we've done is to give special youngsters a chance to develop their talents, Janet. I can't imagine a more worthwhile thing to do." CCC stood for Cabot Cove Cares. When the organization was first established 9 years ago, someone protested the name. "It sounds like the work relief program Roosevelt put in before the war," Spencer Durkee had said. "Didn't you ever hear of the Civilian Conservation Corps?" But he was overruled. "No one but you remembers the Civilian Conservation Corps, Durkee," another had said, and CCC began raising money for its mission, to financially back one young person each year who'd shown considerable talent in one of the arts, painting, dancing, music, writing, or acting. The recipients of the yearly grant used the money to travel to a larger venue where they could receive more advanced professional training, which generally meant New York City or Boston. They were given enough money to live on in those cities for 4 to 6 months and to pay for their lessons. In Cyndi's case, Nashville was the logical place for her to put her songwriting and singing talents on display and to learn more about the business of writing.